Hey, how y'all doing out there? Make some noise if you hear from Marlon Wayans, y'all. Wow. My name is Kevin Powell. I'm a writer, and I've known Marlon for, God, way back. I remember meeting him on the set of In Living Color back in the day. This is my brother, and he wants to say a few words to y'all before we give you some house rules and show this incredible stand-up special that's coming on at midnight tonight. Is that all right, y'all? Is that all right, y'all? Let me hear y'all say, Marlon Wayans.
Thank you, Kevin, for that extremely wonderful intro. Minus the Marlon Wayans part. I want to thank you guys for coming out. This special was a journey, you know what I mean? Like, you know, losing your parents and, you know, really getting to know life and really working your way through it. I think this special is not just about my therapy and finding a smile. I think at some point in all of our lives, you're going to get to this point. So I'm giving you, like the Bible, you read books and you go, man, I ain't going to do that shit. Or when I get to that point, I'm going to make sure I do it like this. I'm giving you the layout and the blueprint of how to deal with life after death. And all along, always find your smile. I know that shit sound real deep, and we doing a comedy special, but no, I'm serious. So I just think that the comedy gets better when you start talking about like real shit, and this is real shit. And I don't have much else to say except for watch it, enjoy, don't fucking judge me. There's a lot of oh no that didn't in here, but that's my celebration of not just my parents, but that's my celebration of life. Is I'm always gonna find some funny. I'm always gonna laugh at inappropriate shit, and I pray we all do, because I think we losing that shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, next time you see somebody and you see something funny, laugh. I'll be at funerals laughing. I'm serious. First thing I do is look in the coffin, look at them shoes, and be like, "Do you see what they're burying that?" Real talk, my auntie, this is my family recipe. We laugh at everything, right? But that's New York. We all laugh at anything. So, so I'm at the funeral. My cousin died, and my auntie buried this in a T-shirt, some jeans, some Air Force Ones, and a Yankee fitted. And I'm standing by my brother Damon. He goes, "You know, if there's a dress code in heaven, I don't think SETI getting in." Awesome, Kim, for that shit. But that's us, man. That's how my family does it. So I hope that, and over the years, what my family has always done is kind of gifted our experience to the people. So once again, now I'm doing this and doing stand-up, and my gift is through this, hopefully the elixir is laughter. So enjoy it. I appreciate you all for coming out. God bless. I'll talk to y'all afterward. Peace.
Let's give it up for Marlon Wayans, y'all. So please don't leave when the film is over, the stand-up special is over. We're going to do a conversation, myself and Marlon, about this special called Good Grief. I got to give you a couple of house rules. I want to shout out let's give out Africa McLean and Ella and Jane Productions, producer of this event.
I do want to shout out Africa and her team at Ella Jane Productions for putting this together. Thank you, baby girl. She put this together in a matter of 2 weeks. I drive up from Wall, but you know she did it and did the thing. And thank you to the team, Amber. God bless. Kevin Powell, thank you for coming out, brother. I hope you think this shit is funny, so when you ask me questions, you don't feel awkward. All right, bye.
I watched it 3 times. I love it, brother.
Thank you. Oh, that was my first time seeing it play in front of a crowd. It felt like I was on stage. I was watching from the back, so it felt good. Thank you.
I mean, thank you, Africa. I feel like I need to call my mother as soon as I leave this joint. Seriously.
But you know, that's when you know it's good art.
Yeah.
Because art's supposed to bring about change, it's supposed to evoke emotions and not just laughter. That's how I knew Requiem for a Dream was a great movie. Yeah. As soon as I finished watching that movie, I was at a screener, and I never watched that shit again after I watched it the first time. I did two things. I put down my Molly. And the second thing was I called my mother, and I wanted her to know how much I loved her, and I appreciated her. And I never, after seeing that movie, I said, I'm never going to let my mother feel lonely. So if she needs me, I'm going to show up. If I'm on any coast close to her, I'm there. I used to pick my mother up every Monday, and I'd take her to dinner. Sometimes it would be me and my kids, and my mother was funny. Sometimes she'd be like, all right, I like your kids, and I love them, but I want to hang out with the one that came out of me alone. And so we'd have our alone time. And I think good art brings about change. It makes you want to feel something. A lot of us are telling jokes. I just go, you know what? I got to tell mine from a place of like truth and hurt. Because if anybody's feeling like me, I want to help rescue you.
I mean, you know, I've seen all your specials. Congratulations. We've known each other for a long time. We've had a lot of conversations off the record.
Too long. We used to have flat tops together, and then we
did.
said, this. We got tired of looking like Peabo Bryson, and we cut our shit down.
Your comedy is your therapy. Your comedy is your therapy.
Yeah.
I remember when your mom passed, you talked about it, and you said you were ready to start talking about some things. Then your father, I mean, to hear the details of your father just really broke my heart listening. But I appreciate your honesty. And, you know, I thought about Richard Pryor. I thought about folks that I've heard through the years, great comedians who use their pain, as you said, to help other folks laugh with our laughter. How did you feel just standing back there hearing the responses from people?
I was fine till minute 57, and I started crying. I was like, oh, shit, I'm still hurting. I sat back there crying with it, but it felt good to see everybody laughing, see everybody enjoying. You know, I mean, if you just look at our society, we live in a depressed world. Somebody has a bigger agenda for us. They don't put comedies. They're not even putting comedies in theaters anymore. You're finding them bad ones like on different streamers and shit, and it's just like somebody has a bigger agenda. They don't want us to be happy. You guys find your smile, stop being sensitive, and enjoy your motherfucking life.
You, obviously the theme throughout your relationship with your mother and father, but you pushed some envelopes like I haven't heard in a long time. Yeah. You just said, F it, I'm going to say what I feel.
Why not? If I get canceled, then, you know, honestly, those are people that don't love me anyway. So bye, niggas. You know what I mean? The real ones that want to laugh, that's who I want in the audience. I don't want no sensitive ass people. You can't say that. Fuck out of here. Give her money back. I'm serious. Come see me if you love me. Come see me if you want to enjoy. I do everything with kids' gloves. My family has always done everything with kids' gloves. We can have shows like In Living Color. We can have movies like White Chicks. We can have these crazy things that we've done, but it always comes from love, truth, and just life experience. And if people are going to get mad about that, I don't know what to tell you then. You're not my fan in the first place.
In these times, why is comedy more important than ever? Why is humor more important than ever?
Look at the world.
Yeah.
Everybody fucked up. Look at the suicides.
Yeah.
All these actors and the actresses and, you know, social media has done, I mean, and I'm on it all the time, but if you don't use it the right way, it will depress you because you look at other people's lives, you're like, these niggas is on jets. Look at, man, she got ass, more ass than me. It's just this place where you're comparing your life to other people's lives, and that's not even their life. And so it puts you in a place of envy, and it doesn't put you in a place of freedom. Freedom and expression of self comes from just putting blinders on and living your fucking life and living your experience, and don't compare yourself to anybody else. I don't compare my success to anybody else. I don't want anybody else's success. I trust God. God has built me to be who I am for the past 51 years. And whenever that time is that I become the guy, I just trust God. I don't want what any of my peers have. I want what God has in store for me. And I'm happy with that. You
made a conscious decision. remember when you started really saying, I'm going to do stand-up on a regular basis, and you literally have been everywhere. What made you say, you know what, I'm going to continue acting, but I've got to do stand-up? Why is stand-up so important to you?
A few reasons. One is, I think as an artist, right, I've been a writer, I've been an actor since I was maybe like 5, right? I went to performing arts high school. I learned from the best teachers. Like, dramatic acting, yo, I do that shit in my sleep. I love it. I know pain. Comedy is something I was born into. I've been a writer since I was 19. And I created my show and my movies since I was 19, writing. And then I became a producer. And then I was like, I'm still a star, but I want to be a superstar. I want to take it to the next level. I need to learn something new. And in order to get great, you can't be afraid to fail at something new. I want to be, they say you log 10,000 hours in any discipline and you're going to be great. Well, I've logged 10,000 hours in 6 different disciplines in my industry, and now I can honestly feel like I'm that dude, because I did the fucking work. This ain't no accident. This is some shit that I did the work every day, and it was a choice. And I look at guys like Michael Jordan, who started out in the game dunking, and he had a set shot. And then over time, every year he got better. When they started figuring out his dunking and they put 2 or 3 guys in the block, he learned to shoot the three-pointer. You shoot a three-pointer, 8 shots in a game, and then when he goes now, how do you stop that guy? And then he learns to pass. When you triple team him, he trusts his teammates. That's why he got 6 rings, because he developed every year. He tried to get better in his craft. And for me, I just want to be better in my craft. That's one. The best I can be in my skin. 2 is, stand-up, I was like my father. My father, no matter what, he always made sure his kids ate. I remember when I was a kid, his bedroom was across from me and my brother Sean's. And we used to watch my dad get up every day at 5 o'clock in the morning. He'd read his Bible. He'd put his Bible away and he would say a prayer. And after that prayer, he would look up in the sky. Like, how the fuck am I going to feed these 10 niggas today? And he'd clap his hands together and go, all right, let's go. I hit a point in my life where as much money as I had made, you know, it went. It was gone. And I'm sitting there with these bills that's so astronomical, and I don't have that in the bank. And I look over at my little son and my daughter, and they look nervous, like, nigga, we getting kicked out. And I was like, I said a prayer, and I was like, all right, let's go. And I started doing stand-up because God calls you places that you need to be. I needed to start doing stand-up, not just to feed my family, but to become a better artist. So if you trust God in your journey, you know, everything is written. Just do the fucking work and let it lead you and guide you.
Wow. You're very, you know, as I was listening to this particular stand-up, you know, Richard Pryor, Robin Williams, I thought about a lot of comedians, but you don't hear folks say.
Thought a lot of dead funny. I'm sorry, I'm a troll.
That's all right. But you don't hear a lot of comedians admit, I was battling depression.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why did you decide to be so honest about where you are? Why, I'm just going to put it all out there. Why?
Because mental illness is so high, it's running rampant right now. Within our whole community, it's been running like crazy through black families for a long time, white families for a long. Everybody's depressed. Quarantine fucked us up. We're still healing from quarantine. Like, our whole world was disrupted. Like it, and I was dealing with depression. I lost 58 people that I loved, not just some. No, these are people I loved. I went through so much shit. It was biblical, and I was like, let me use my megaphone, let me use my platform and try to rescue people. If I can rescue myself, then I can help rescue somebody else that's dealing with the same kind of tragedy that I'm dealing with, right? if I'm not here to just make people laugh and smile. I'm here to make people feel. I'm here to make people grow, and I'm here to, we're all angels in this skin. I'm gonna do the best I can to live the best life and help as many people as I can, and we're gonna have a good fucking time. Period.
Yeah. I don't know if I've heard a breakdown, and I mean this in a positive way, of a father and mother from a child the way you broke it down with such honesty, laughter, humor. Some folks may be uncomfortable about how you talk about your mother and father, the language, but you know what? You're a comedian. You have that right.
My parents knew who the fuck I was. My mother would be like, boy, you crazy. Me and my mom, that was my girl. My dad would be like, nigga, you out your mind. I'm just being what I am being with my family. And in my family, that's how the fuck we roll. I'm a Wayans. And if it don't fly with you, sorry, but that's the way we get down in my family. And that's just me and my brothers and my sisters. We tease each other all the time. My nephews, like, we don't hold no punches, man. Everything is jokes. Everything is jokes, and anybody that's in my inner circle, and there's people who are here who know my family and know how we love and how hard we love and how fun and how much fun we have teasing each other, because we're always rescuing each other from some kind of emotional pain, and that's why we do jokes.
And the level of honesty that you don't see with a lot of families, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I got a great family, man. I've been so lucky.
Yeah.
I know, to be a little boy that had a mother and father that loved them, 10 brothers and sisters that loved them, that have been nurtured, that protected, taught, groomed. I've known Eddie Murphy since I was like 8. I grew up in Hollywood. I've known Robert Townsend since I was like 7. Like, everything that's happening is only, it's only an amalgamation of what I am supposed to be. This is a long time coming. And now I'm at this place where, I know what to do. And then I got my kids, my brother's kids, my other brother's kids, my sister's kids, and we have this whole nother generation. We only had 4. We got like 20 dope young Wayanses that's gonna be in this industry. So this is an infection and an invasion that's happening at this point. And now I'm their Kenan. My brother taught me, he shepherded me. Now I have to shepherd them, and I do.
It's profound because you're the youngest. But I hope this is not a stretch, but there was a youngest in another famous family named Bobby Kennedy, who ended up becoming this figure that was larger than life, and it felt this great responsibility. Do you feel the same thing because you saw it from the backside as the youngest of the family? You got to see what all the other siblings went through.
You could have picked Michael Jackson. All them niggas got shot. You pick all them niggas got shot. What does any of them know? None of them niggas know how to duck, apparently. I'll fuck with you. But no, I do feel
Michael Jackson.
I feel an assignment to my family. Like, as I build my brand of Marlon, if you don't think that, I had to step out of Wayans to build Marlon. And for the past 15 years, I've been building Marlon, because Wayans is already a staple. And I don't want to live under those laurels. Like, that don't feel good to me as an individual. I feel like if we are 5 strong fingers, what a great fist we'll make. And so I set out on my own to become me. But don't ever think that me and mine ain't gathering to form this fist. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. The best is yet to come.
Well, give it up. It's not. You reference Michael Jackson, the Jackson family, but I think in the history of entertainment, I don't know if there's been a more successful family than the Wayans family.
Well, no, the Jacksons is bad boys. Let me tell you something. You always got to give it up to the Trailblazers.
Other than them.
It's like LeBron saying that he's greater than Jordan. You got to give it up to the Trailblazers. Yeah. The Jackson family taught my black family that we can dream together and we can do something that's like beyond reality, what they accomplished. The Jackson 5, Janet Jackson, the 3 T's, Michael Jackson, like, bro, LaToya, like even LaToya got her own shit. Like, you got to give it up with credit.
LaToya.
Yes, you got to give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
And if it wasn't for the Jacksons, they taught us to dream. So why would I would never say my family is better or greater or no. That family taught my family how to dream, and I hope we teach other families how to dream and work collectively. And, you know, and if they ever in this spot, they go, nah, the Wayans and the Jacksons. That's good enough for me.
The Wayans and the Jacksons.
Yes.
The Wayans and the Jacksons.
I love them, and I love their family.
You just finished filming a film, making a movie.
Yeah.
Tell us about it really quickly.
It's a Monkey Paw production. It's a Jordan Peele's company. And it's a psychological horror thriller. Takes place in the world of football. And it's I think it's my best work. Like, dramatically, I got to really go there. The director, Justin Tipping, is a visionary. It looks beautiful. My co-star, Tyreek Withers, is dope. But I really feel like this movie's that game changer. It's weird. Right now in my life, I feel like I'm doing my best work. When my parents left and I had that hole in my heart, I used to have to reach for tears as an actor, right? I grew up happy. I ain't never been touched. What hurts me, you know what I'm saying? And so I had to reach dramatically, but now I don't have to reach no more for sorrow. I'm hurting as I'm on stage. I hurt every day. So if ever I need to go open that safe and grab those emotions, I can do it now. The safe is always open. The door is open. So now I'm just a vessel, and I'm a vessel of truth and vulnerability. And when I'm in these scenes, man, I did some great work on Bel Air. I came back for this season. I'm not supposed to say that. Too late now, nigga. And then in this movie, man, in this Jordan Peele movie, I got to do everything, all of me, and he kept wanting more. And I was like, and Justin Tipping just let me go. And it's a great movie. And then with my work, good grief, you know, that's truth. And then I have a brand new hour that I'm working on called Skittles about my child that transitioned from a girl into a woman to a man. And I talk about that. And I talk about how the transition wasn't about their transition, how that transition was about my transition from going from like being kind of small-minded and closed off to absolute acceptance. And I feel like, and that's the story, but man, it's funny. There's a lot of jokes. I think it's my best work. Like, this is cute, but this next shit is crazy.
When can we expect this next thing?
I'm gonna start touring it. I'm doing little gigs here and there, but I start touring. The Skittles tour. We're gonna start a real live tour, like theaters and shit, in September.
Oh yeah.
Tickets are gonna go on sale in a week. Go to my website, Marlon Wayans Online, or what's my website? Marlon Wayans Official. That. And go check it out.
I've been saying this to you for years, Marlon. I'm happy to hear you doing more dramatic roles. Do you feel this is going to continue for you, given your acting training and being able to tap into some things?
Yeah, you know, Jordan Peele said to me, he said, honestly, in casting this movie, it needed to have so many different levels, and he was like, I thought about it, and it had to be you. And I said, why? He said, because nobody is like you. There's not one actor in Hollywood right now. All the ones that used to be like you are dead. Robin Williams, Richard Pryor, Jim Carrey is doing whatever Jim Carrey does. But Eddie, there's only one of you that can bring the dramatic performance, bring the comedy and the humor, bring some vulnerability. And he just, and I looked at him like, oh shit, you're right. No, but it was good to see somebody through his eyes, what he sees of me, because I'm just so busy doing the work that I don't look at me like this thing that I've been working to be since I was 5. I don't look at it like that. I just keep doing the work, keep doing the work. I want to get better. That's where everybody wants to be famous. Fuck fame. Just get great at your art. Yeah. And then the opportunity will come and you will be super ready for fame and you will last 30, 40, 50 years in this industry. And the other thing, I just want to say to young people, artists out here, and this may hopefully go viral, like you have to bet on you. When you get good enough, bet on you. Some of the money out there that people give you is pimp money. Don't allow what's that money costing you? You have to look at yourself as a business in an industry where everything you do. That's why I started paying for my own specials. I came out of pocket because I'm not going to wait on people to tell me, I don't know if you're ready or not to do a special. I'm going to do a special. Right. And if you like it, cool, and put it on your platform. But if not, it's going to be out there. I believe I'm ready. So I take my money, I put it up, and luckily on my last 2, 3, Amazon, HBO, Max, but Amazon stepped up and was like blind, like, we know it's going to be dope. I'm in. I'm with you. And I did this out of pocket, and I own them. I'm starting to do things where I own it. Like
ownership.
Believe in yourself.
Bet on yourself.
And own your shit. Every last single artist, you are a business, right? Don't be pimped. Look at yourself and go, how can I, don't just think of yourself about the art. Because if you forget about it, you just want to do the art, you're going to get pimped in the business. Be a businessman as you're being an artist. And that's why I think my kids are going to be better than me and my brothers, because there's so much that we've learned over the years that we can pass down to them in terms of the knowledge. I tell my son, yo, he wants to do a short film, let's go. Boom. I don't want you going anywhere else. You're going to learn and nurture up under here, because we're going to learn the business of the art. That's what's important.
My last question.
Damn, this was such a good conversation. You're going to cut it off.
My last 10 questions. No, my last question.
Go for it.
Elvira and Howell.
Yeah.
Your parents.
Yeah.
What do you think is the best way for you to honor them going forward?
I think I was lucky. I've always been a good kid. I've heard what my parents thought about me on voice messages. My father expressing to me what a great son I was. My mother telling me what a wonderful human person. She took so much pride. I really raised that. If you look at my family, all this shit that's happening in Hollywood, all these bones and shit that's coming out these closets, you don't hear shit about the Wayans. Because my parents raised us right. My parents raised good kids, good people that want the best for people, that want to see people win, that love and respect women. I ain't, like, to be honest, like, I ain't got no dramas out there. None. I don't live in a toxic place. I live in love. My parents, the best tribute that I could do to my parents is to be the best Marlon that they raised me to be, and to honor them and honor God in every action that I do, and make sure that I move correctly in my life and I never embarrass them in those ways.
Marlon.
And most of all, to love my tribe. When my parents passed, there was this big divot in my family. It's just an empty hole in all of our hearts. And what I started doing was I started partying less, I started going out less, and I started throwing barbecues at my house and bringing my family over and hanging with my nephews and my nieces and taking them on trips and being the love that a family needs and a tribe needs when your elders are gone. At some point, you become the elder. And so make sure you're ready to step into that assignment. And I've never felt so complete in my life as I do right now, giving the love to my family like I am giving the love to my family. So that's honoring my mother and my father.
Marlon Wayans. It's called Good Grief. It premieres midnight tonight on Prime. Hashtag
Thank you.
Marlon Wayans.
Thank you.
Please post about it. Marlon, thank you.
Thank you.